Imagine your mind is like a playful, curious monkey, jumping from branch to branch, never sitting still. This monkey is your stream of thoughts, constantly swinging from worries about the future to memories of the past and everything in between, hardly ever pausing for a breath. Now, picture this. What if you could gently coax that energetic monkey to rest and find a moment of peace amidst the chaos of its jungle? In a world that moves at lightning speed, where our brains are bombarded with information, notifications, and endless to-do lists, finding calm can seem like a distant dream. But it's not out of reach. In this episode, we'll explore simple yet powerful techniques to quiet the monkey mind, no matter how loud life gets. So, if you're ready to transform your restless mind into a tranquil sanctuary, let's embark on this journey together.
It's an informative podcast about mental wellness from HeyZen. Here, we debunk myths, discuss hot topics, and give practical advice to improve your mental health. It will be funny, insightful, and impressive.
So, once again, a monkey mind is when your thoughts keep racing, hopping from worry to worry, making you feel stressed and anxious. This term comes from ancient Buddhist teachings, where they noticed how our minds can move quickly and uncontrollably, just like monkeys swinging through the trees. If you let this monkey mind run wild, it can turn your inner world into a real jungle, full of chaos and noise. But hey, don't worry. There are ways to calm this monkey down. Just like training a wild animal, you can train your mind with different techniques to make it more peaceful and less jumpy. Let's explore some of those now. Our first recommendation is mindful meditations. This way, you can focus on being present in the moment without passing judgment on your thoughts. It teaches you how to accept their passage without forcefully trying to get rid of them. And, as we know, everything we're fiercely fighting inevitably comes back. So, during mindful meditations, instead of getting caught up in your thoughts about what happened earlier or what might happen tomorrow, you're just observing them without getting whisked away. For example, if you're someone who worries a lot about upcoming tasks, dedicating a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breathing can help reduce those whirlwind thoughts, making your tasks seem more manageable. How? You'll see that a huge mountain of those tasks is only imaginary. Worries and anxiety exhaust us and make us think that the problems are insurmountable, when in reality they're simple and can be dealt with step by step. By meditating for 10 minutes a day, you'll be able to objectively see what's in front of you and save yourself hours of catastrophizing and exaggerating. Then, try to use guided imagery to handle the chaos of your thoughts. Using meditation apps or guided imagery techniques, you can direct your thoughts towards calming and positive scenarios. For instance, if you're feeling overwhelmed, listening to a guided imagery session that takes you on a walk through a peaceful forest can help shift your mind away from stress, allowing the swirling thoughts to settle and clear. Next, we have cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. If you imagine your mind as a jigsaw puzzle with lots of pieces scattered around, CBT helps you put those pieces together in the right way so you can see the whole picture clearly. It's about understanding your mind's puzzle and finding where each piece fits perfectly. There's a special CBT technique called cognitive restructuring. Imagine you have a puzzle piece that represents a negative thought. For instance, I can't do anything right. It's like trying to fit this piece into a spot where it doesn't belong, making the picture look wrong. Cognitive restructuring teaches you to pick up this piece, examine it, and realize it's not shaped the way you thought. You learn to replace it with a piece that fits better, such as, everyone makes mistakes. I can learn from this. Just like that, the picture starts to look a bit clearer and more realistic. All negative beliefs you have about yourself and the world can be replaced, if not by positive, but at least neutral ones. Then you can use the technique of setting aside worry time. Think of your day as the time you have to work on your puzzle. If you spend all of it worrying about where the pieces go, you might get overwhelmed and not get anything done. By setting aside a specific worry time, you're putting all those scattered pieces in one corner of the table, deciding to deal with them later. This way, you can focus on the rest of the puzzle without those pieces constantly getting in the way. When it's finally worry time, you can handle those pieces one by one, figuring out where they go without letting them disturb your whole day. For example, you're worried about how you can find an apartment to rent. Instead of spoiling your days with the thought of potential obstacles, tell yourself, I'll think about this problem on Wednesday at 6. By approaching it with a cold mind, you'll find a way out of the situation and continue your life with a good working plan. Then, of course, there's no joyful life without physical activity and relaxation. May sound cliche, but even if you don't like sports, believe us, you just haven't found your special one. By sports, we don't mean running marathons or killing yourself in a gym. You can release stress piled up in your muscles and get a good portion of dopamine and endorphins by doing anything that will make your muscles work. It can be a long walk in a park on some days, slow yoga sessions on others, and who knows, maybe a dance class during the weekends. Physical exercises are even used as a supplementary medication for mental health illnesses. So try different types of sports, and the spike of energy and happiness you'll get after a 30-minute workout will definitely make you repeat it every other day. Then try progressive muscle relaxation. This is like giving your phone a break from running any apps so it can charge better. By tensing and then relaxing different muscle groups, you're essentially turning off all the background apps, tension in your body, that drain your battery, energy, allowing your mind to recharge more efficiently. By the way, it's a great way to prepare your body for sleep. Go gradually from the top to the bottom of your body. For example, first tense and relax your facial muscles, eyebrows, jaw, cheeks. Then go to your neck, chest, arms, and so on. In no time, you'll find yourself in deep and restful sleep. Finally, let's talk about some cool tools that's great to use when your mind is being carried away by anxious and panicky thoughts. It's called a 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. For example, you're sitting at a family reunion where everyone is talking at once. Suddenly, all the noises become overwhelming, and panic dawns on you, making you want to run away in a quiet corner. First, take a deep breath and start focusing on 5 things you can see, maybe the colors of the walls, a family photo, the pattern on the carpet, a plant in the corner, and the sunlight coming through the window. Then you move on to 4 things you can touch, like the fabric of your shirt, the cool glass of water in your hand, the smooth surface of the table, and the grass under your feet if you step outside. Next, identify 3 things you can hear, perhaps the birds chirping outside, the low hum of the air conditioner, and laughter from another room. After that, find 2 things you can smell, like the scent of freshly baked cookies or the perfume someone is wearing. Finally, focus on 1 thing you can taste, maybe the minty freshness of the gum you're chewing. This technique helps to make the noisy, overwhelming surroundings feel a bit quieter and more manageable. At times, it feels like your monkey mind is leading you on a wild chase, doesn't it? But it's in your power to make it sit still and enjoy the view from a tranquil branch. But why take this journey? Why experiment with these strategies? Because on the other side of this exploration lies peace and a much greater quality of life. Imagine moving through your days with a sense of calm, your thoughts like a serene river rather than a turbulent waterfall. This isn't just a dream, it's a possibility that awaits your action. So, take your first step, and you'll see the path under your feet. Best wishes for your continued success and healing from all of us here at HeyZen. See you in the next episode, and until then, be well.